This is the story, the fantastically true story, of Herbert A. Philbrick, who for 9 frightening years did lead 3 lives. Average citizen, high-level member of the Communist Party, and counter-spy for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. For obvious reasons, the names, dates, and places have been changed, but the story is based on fact. A secret communist printing press is a loaded gun, aimed at your liberty, your family, and everything you stand for. This is the story of one such secret printing press. Nice day. Should be out playing golf, if you could enjoy that luxury. But you can't. You belong back at your office catching up with your work. But you can't enjoy that luxury either. You're a communist.
Yes?
I'm Herbert Philbrick. This is the Ives residence?
You can come in.
Thank you.
No, not there. Over there.
Sorry.
Personally, I have every confidence in this plan. I believe...
Hello, Comrade Herb.
Hello, Comrade Alice.
Thank you, Mrs. Ives. What's bothering her?
I don't know. I guess she just doesn't like people.
Yes, I know. Do you have a cigarette?
Yes.
I wish I could get you in there, Herb. Let you meet our visitor. Take your orders personally from him. I know it would be a big thrill for you. However, his schedule won't permit it.
You mean our leader is here in this house?
No, but someone very close to him. That's why we're meeting in this house. Just a little added precaution in the interests of keeping the FBI guessing.
And you say he brought an assignment from the Central Committee for me?
For you, Herb, and less directly for every other communist in this area. The big day is rushing toward us, comrade. We must be ready for it.
This is Alice Nixon, Comrade Alice, party secretary, product of an exclusive finishing school, a leading university, and the Communist Party.
And now you can understand why we must be ready.
And my assignment is somehow concerned with our being ready.
Vitally concerned. You will be acting as special courier throughout this area. Come over here, Herb, and I'll brief you on the message you'll be taking out to the cell. This is the first and most important step in moving the party underground. All cells are to disband. The members will be reassigned to new units consisting of 3 persons. To the individual, he and the other members of the unit compose the whole of the communist movement. With the exception of the unit leader, the individual knows no one and contacts no one in the Communist Party outside his unit. Now, this is a control unit, and it operates the same way, with the exception that the leader is in communication with each of the other 3. All communication between members must, and I repeat, must, be through these channels. That is the foundation of the Communist Party underground.
I think I get the point. In case any given unit is knocked out, the loss to the party is only 3 members.
Correct. And yet we can move in unison through contact of the unit leaders. Are there any questions, Herb?
Yeah. Just one. When do I put this show on the road?
We'll get back to you on that as soon as we make the shift efficiently. In the meantime, here is a small matter you can handle for us. Your instructions are inside. Goodbye, Herb.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Herb.
Oh. The simple reorganization of the party. A substitution of terms, unit for cell. Philbrick. Nothing is ever simple about international conspiracy. Somewhere in the world, a time is set. Maybe Asia, maybe Europe, maybe right here. The Kremlin will give an order, and the slaves will march over a border, bomb a city. Some incident the United States isn't going to like. So their first move is to protect the 5th column they've set up here. Wait a minute. small matter I'm supposed to take care of for the party. At 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, you will purchase an electric typewriter with carbon ribbon attachment and book-face dies from Acme Office and Printing Supply Company. Deliver same personally to 1608 Hempstead Street. Electric typewriter, carbon ribbon, book-face type. You're an advertising man, Philbrick. Add it up. Someone is going into business, making plates for an offset press. Close. I better stop. See if he goes on. Anyone we know, Philbrick? Yes, Philbrick, someone we know. Special Agent Nedler, Federal Bureau of Investigation. Come on, let's go. Just one thing. How does the FBI do it? How do you always turn up like this, trailing me? Now this real estate office.
That's just part of our operation. We have a stakeout on that old house. I saw you go in, come out. Thought I'd trail along after you and get a first-hand account of what went on back there.
I can tell you everything I know in a very few words. I was called for a briefing by the party secretary. Party's going underground soon. Cells are being broken up into units of not more than 3 members. Units to be isolated from each other, communication only between the unit leaders.
Very interesting. Anything else?
Yeah. This. What do you make of it?
All part of the same picture, Herb. The big communists are looking ahead to the day when they won't be able to publish magazines and newspapers out in the open. They're smart enough to realize that without printing presses, the effectiveness of their underground organization is practically zero. They're only as strong as their communication setup.
And you read this the same way I do. This electric typewriter is tagged for an offset printing operation.
I'd only add one word, secret printing operation. Otherwise, they'd have one of their regular printers make the purchase. We'll have a man watching that Hempstead Street address.
You think that could be the address where this secret press is being assembled?
It's not secret if you're delivering a piece of equipment there. It's more likely only a blind address where other comrades will take odds and ends that will find their way to a hidden print plant.
Then I'll purchase this electric typewriter as per instruction at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, huh?
Right.
I'll take it. My car's outside. Could you help me put it in the back? Sure you're in the right car, buddy? Your name, Herb? That's right. I'm in the right car. Just drive it where I tell you. And relax, comrade. This isn't a stick-up.
the next corner.
All right, comrade. But first, let's see who you are to be calling the turns.
Where do you think you're going? I said to turn right.
I'm going straight. To the first police officer I see.
Alice said you'd be difficult to persuade.
Alice? Who's Alice? I don't know who you're talking about. Herb, follow instructions of bearer, Alice. Right at the next corner, you say?
Check.
This is it?
Yeah, the end of the line for you, Herb.
What do you mean?
This is as far as you go. I take over now. Just slide out.
Well, wait a minute. This is my car.
You'll get it back, comrade, when we're through with it.
That's real neighborly of you, neighbor.
I'll tell Alice you said so.
End of the line. There are a lot of ways to read that. Yes, and that's one way, Philbrick. How's your arithmetic, Philbrick? How long does it take you to add 2 and 2? You front for the party's secret press to buy an electric typewriter. Then you're set up for a fatal accident in an alley. A horse player would say you were the second leg of the Daily Double, and the comrades lost in a photo finish. Let's see what the comrades say.
Hello?
Alice, Herb, I got your note. The man took my car. I just thought I'd let you know where he can leave it for me when he's through with it.
I don't understand, Herb. Which man do you mean?
The man with the message for me. The one whose instructions I was supposed to follow, remember?
Well, I never wrote such a note. Is something wrong, Herb?
Yeah. My car's been stolen.
Oh, that's terrible. You should get in touch with the police right away.
Thanks. I think I will. The comrades want the police to know that electric typewriter was stolen. That was the idea from the beginning. They want the theft to be a matter of official record. All right, Philbrick. Chalk up an hour and a half spent at the police station. They know all about your stolen car, just the way the communists planned it. Call your office. It's been quite a while. Hello, this is Mr. Philbrick. Can I speak to my secretary, please?
Mr. Philbrick's office.
Verdoni, any calls?
Yes, Mr. Elliott of the Stark Paper Company was in to see you. He said that shipment of cover stock and book paper you ordered was in the warehouse. He left invoices for your signature.
Invoices?
Yes.
Anything else?
Mr. Nedler telephoned. He said if you wanted to discuss that press campaign, he'd be at the athletic club for lunch and a game of billiards. Interested?
Yeah. Call the club and leave word that I'll be along. Bye. Practicing up on me, huh?
Hi, Herb. Glad you can make it.
Hi.
Grab yourself a cue.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that bum steer I gave you on where that electric typewriter was to be delivered.
Oh?
By this time, I should expect a joker in the deck when the commies are dealing, but this deck had 2 jokers in it. I just learned they'd ordered a shipment of paper stock in my name.
No fooling. Well, I smelled a joker when I read that note yesterday.
Oh?
We were following your car all the way in a panel delivery truck.
Panel truck? Then it was you.
Yeah, I'm sorry we couldn't honk and save you scrambling up that wall. Didn't want to attract any more attention than we had to.
Then you, saw where my friend delivered the electric typewriter.
Yeah, a small print shop on the east side of town. From the looks of the place, they're operating with salvage from Ben Franklin's original shop.
That wouldn't be Anderson's press, would it?
Yeah, you know the place?
One of my party duties. As an advertising man, I'm supposed to spread my printing around among the faithful.
Well, he now owns a nice, shiny new electric typewriter. Well, of course, he's keeping it out of sight. You're getting too good for me. How about a break? You know, I'm still convinced that electric typewriter is slated to turn out plates for some secret commie offset printing plant. But what's Anderson doing with it? He can't do work like that with that pile of junk he's operating.
Wait a minute, I got an idea. When I tried out that electric typewriter, I got a sample of its work. Now, suppose I take a job of printing around to Anderson. Something some client of mine wants in the offset process.
And?
Well, if there's enough money in it for him, he might be tempted to use the machine.
It's worth a try.
This is your lucky day, Mr. Anderson. Fortune is about to give you a toothy grin. Hello, Mr. Anderson.
Oh.
Well, it's been a long time, hasn't it?
Yes, it has been a long time.
Well, I'll tell you, I've got a job here that'll make up for it, if you can handle it.
It's a pretty nice color. Yeah, that's fine. This large?
Yeah. Sure, Mr. Anderson. You can subcontract the offset work, and with this junk heap you call a press here, turn out the rest of the job yourself. Or maybe you could take a chance, just a very small chance, and do the whole job yourself and make a killing. How about it, Mr. Anderson? Are you interested?
Yes, I can take care of it.
All right, fine. When can I have the proof on it?
Well, tomorrow evening.
Oh, that's good. Now we'll know, Mr. Anderson, if you're the communist the comrades think you are. Or are you a printer, and a hungry one at that? Well, let the FBI decide whether that proof was run off on a different machine, or the same one with some superficial changes in the characteristics of the letters. Nedler will know the answer.
I was just looking at the blow-ups on those Philbrick proofs. Darn clever, these comrades. Look at the difference in those letters. Shorter tail on the Q, with short leg on the R from the proof copy. Now, Anderson's our pigeon. At least he's flapping one wing like a pigeon. He's using that typewriter to cut those plates. Better tell Philbrick about it. Oh, yes, and tell him he can pick up his car at the police station.
Mr. Anderson, I just dropped by to tell you to go ahead with that job. When can I have it?
Oh, tomorrow evening.
Hey, that's real service. And I meant to tell you, the proofs looked wonderful. Who does your offset work for you? It's the best I've seen.
I do my own work.
You kidding me, comrade? You couldn't do work like that with the printing setup you've got here?
Latch that front door, will you?
Okay.
Come, comrade. I want to show you a real printing press. such a plant as this, turning out the best work in the city in the fastest time. You have to see how fast it works to believe it, comrade. I'll show you.
You're exploding this entire plan, comrade. I'm learning too much. A lot of information that the FBI is going to be very interested in. That offset press will turn out a perfect sheet, won't it, comrade? And I wonder who supplied this camera to make your multilith printing process so perfect and complete. Slick-looking contact printer apparatus. Which commie supplied it, while Comrade Herb was getting the electric typewriter. Your camera equipment does a good job of photography on this operation, but I'm taking some pictures too, Comrade Anderson. Mental pictures for the FBI. Efficient, isn't it? Each detail important, expert at work. The care you take with the offset plate.
It's ready.
Yeah, it's a beautiful setup. Everything is figured out but the human element. The dynamite under every effort to enslave man's mind. A little printer falls in love with a piece of machinery and is compelled to show it off. And a whole carefully conceived project falls flat on its face. Interested in you, Philbrick. For a change. Good. Chief Justice Holmes said freedom of speech wasn't the license for a man to cry fire in a crowded theater. And freedom of the press was never meant to license this sort of poison. Press room that turned this out, hidden in basement of shop south of Anderson's. Sooner, you would have saved me a postage stamp. Where were you?
Just making sure you weren't being followed by anyone else. I see you scored.
Yeah. Shop just south of Anderson's. There's a complete printing press operating there.
Good work. We'll take it from here.
That's right. They'll take it from here. Now they understand how it's done. They've got the pattern, and you gave it to them, Comrade Anderson. It's the end of the line for you and for your printing press. Once the existence and location of the underground printing press was known to the FBI, its potential power as a secret line of communication was rendered completely useless. Next week, another story of communist activities from the files of Herbert A. Philbrick, counter-spy, a man who for 9 years posed as a member of the Communist Party.